Was haben wir denn hier noch? Das hier ist ja purer Schaden, ne? Schattenherd kann schon viel, ne? Das ist schon krass.
My daughter go right. She's a thief, hell spawn. Let's march. We need to get Arabella out.
You heard the guards.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust.
Arabella tried. Now
This grove is like a cauldron about to boil over.
Thank you.
Hurry! I'm at the end. Unless you have news of Arabella,
Please. She's been...
Oh, yeah. Do all the damn rituals you want. Carl Magrin, you, step back. Go join the other tieflings. Keep back. Force my...
A moment.
What? You?
So. Hier werden wir jetzt mal speichern. Weil ich nicht weiß, ob wir es besser machen können.
This is madness.
A what, rat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest. We will speak soon enough. The parasite... Wrath, lock her up. And keep still, devil.
Come, Korga. We took back.
Do it.
Zweimal 19.
Very well. Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
Muss ich mal gerade was gucken, Leute.
Helps me from time to time. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? Sweet of you, but don't worry. Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? Must I? Find a way to rid ourselves? I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will... I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Perhaps. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance. You're not the... And I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Fine. What's on your mind?
Okay, top. Den haben wir schon mal abgeholt.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone.
Ja, man kommt langsam voran, ne? Es ist jetzt nichts so ein... Muss überall reden und Text und Beziehungen pflegen.
In short, I've grown to trust you. I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, it cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me.
Okay, braucht Magie-Gegenstände.
It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises.
Sehr gut, sehr gut. Okay, also wir müssen... Magische Gegenstände müssen zu ihm, ne?
Need a word.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Ah, I see. You will find her deeper in the caves. She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the rite will survive long outside. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Our need is great. I will open the treasures of this grove to you. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
So. Speichern.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First, you urge grace. Then you speak truth. To think a devil could surprise me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out.
Sollen wir den Druiden helfen?
So you say. Yet you share their infernal blood. And the child walks free. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded. Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. Nettie, yes. She's bumbling about somewhere. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the rite, you'll be removed with the rest. They may die on the road. They will die if they stay. A clear choice, I would say. She stole the idol of Sylvanus during prayer, and interrupted the rite. Why? I don't know or care.
Okay, die ist mir jetzt nicht so feindlich gesinnt wie das letzte Mal.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This may be cat.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Why are you asking?
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. No. That was Master Halsin. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'm interested in the procedure, actually. Please, go ahead.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Wir versuchen's mal.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more, but only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne, and Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there, and if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern. Never tried it, and I...
Any word on Master Halsin? He and the adventurers were headed to the ruined temple in the west. Master Halsin studied that drow for days, and he was sure something at the temple could help his research. I'm praying he was right.
Okay. Also, Nettie haben wir abgeschlossen. Wir haben erlebt, wie Schattenherz von einer ungewöhnlichen Schmerzquelle gepeinigt wurde, die von einer kleinen, nicht verhaltenen Wunde auf ihre Hand ausging. Wir haben eine Halbelfe namens Schattenherz angesprochen und ihre geheimnisvolle Wunde auslöst. Sie hat unwissend getan, doch vielleicht verschweigt sie uns etwas. Wir haben erfahren, dass Schattenherz Baldurs Tor erreichen muss, um eine Mission für die Gottheit zu erfüllen. Okay. Gale sagt uns, dass er das Gewebe magischer Gegenstände konsumieren müsste. Ansonsten droht eine große Katastrophe noch durch den Gegenstand, aber Brauchbares zur Hand haben. Wir konnten Arabelle retten, die sofort zu ihren Eltern gerannt ist. Der Druide Rat hat gesagt, dass der erste Druide einzige der Karger davon abhalten können, das Ritual zu dingsen. Der Druide Halsin wird zuletzt in der Expedition auf Goblins Gebiet gesehen. Die Abenteurer waren bei Halsin, als er verschwunden ist. Vielleicht wissen sie, was ihm zugestoßen ist. Karga will die Tieflinge loswerden. Sie hat uns gebeten, sie aus dem Heim zu führen. Okay.
Don't go there.
Wer ist er hier?
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits.
What do we have here?
Wir gehen jetzt mal gerade noch zu den Eltern von der Kleinen.